Coming up next week, a full slate of action on ISBNSports.com. On Tuesday, February 6th, Bremerton Knights travel to Kingston to take on the Buccaneers at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, February 7th, the Bremerton Wildcats are back in action as they battle the Natties at 6 p.m. And Thursday, February 8th, the Bremerton Knights hit the road to Port Angeles to take on the Rough Riders, tipping off at 7 p.m. All next week on ISBNSports.com. All sports, all local, all the time. All right, and welcome back to Dusty Jordan Gym at Campbell's Court. Kind of what I internally suspected was what we're sitting at now. Bremerton's had their chances here in this game, but yet they trail up by 18 thanks to a late shot by George Kitsap to end the first half. If you're Maya Davis, again, trying to pry inside his head as witness of Jim Fortune, what was your speech at halftime?
You know, he came, well, all I can do is say that in how he came out and beat Bainbridge in the second half, we just got hyperactive. He's changed the lineup in that he's got Junior McWhorter in there and didn't start Anderson. So it looks like McWhorter is a shooter. He's a shooter off that freshman class, so he's obviously looking for some more three-point shots and some scoring because he hasn't got any scoring. Enoch Taylor with 4, Kandanga with 1, Junior with 2. All the rest has come from Davis.
So again, Stellers, Bulmer, Davis, Christian, McWhorter for the Bremerton Knights. Shilamiski and Williams, Davies, Orness, and Carter will be the starting 5 for Scott Orness. Waiting for the officials to
we lost them.
Come out here for the second half.
Maybe they went home at halftime.
Nobody, I bet somebody forgot to get them.
Well, we lost the ROTC for the flag today. We've lost the cheerleaders. We've lost the band. We might as well lose the officials.
Well, we lost the public address.
And we lost the public address announcer too.
So I had to go down and fill in for that.
Well, I had to use Google Maps to get here because I forgot how to get here.
Well,
and Dave was using Apple Maps. His was sending us to the old Bremerton High School over between 4th and 5th Street. That was way before my time. Before your time too, wasn't it? I mean, wasn't Kuntz Junior High School still here when you remember?
Saw it burned down.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that was everyone. Every local, the one alive today, know that as Kuntz, but that was the original Union High School, then became Bremerton High School.
I was just a toddler, very young, very, very, very young, and remember going to see that burned down, and then went over to the store next to the old Noah's Ark was still there, the icon here in Bremerton, and had ice cream flavored gum. I don't know how I remember that from way back here. And Davis for 3, near angle off the mark. Davis with the rebound for the Knights.
That's all you cared about. You didn't care about the fire. You just cared about the ice cream.
That's right. Christian would kick out the Boomer. Knights need some help offensively. Boomers drives in on the baseline, cut out by Williams. Get up to Jalen Davis for 3. Got it! The ripple and the triple from Jalen Davis.
That was a tough shot, Kevin. He had to really lean back to get that off.
34-19. Knights need to go on a run. Chilamiski zooms off the RNS, tries baseline, bumped and scores. Christian gets bumped by Oliver. Christian bumps Kate Orness, who finishes up and scores. He'll go to the free throw line for 1. Responding back to the Knights points. Makes it 36-19. The free throw is good by Kate Orness.
1 free is good.
Nice showed a little more activity on offense, at least in the first offensive possession. As Bomer will come into front court, hands off to Jalen Davis. Hounded there by Orness. He'll step back for 3, in and out, no good. Davies will spring up and yank down the rebound. Comes into front court. Harry Davies looking for Orness here on the major baseline. The pass is deflected, stole away by Bomer. Double team. Gets it to Ollie Christian, who hands off to Jaden Davis in the back court. 6:42 to go here in the third quarter, just getting underway in the second half. Jaden Davis will skip pass to Ollie Christian, goes in and is fouled on the play. Nice design play that time, Jim. A little give and go by Davis and Christian.
No, and I was glad to see it because right now the Knights have kind of reverted back to what they were like when they were at Bainbridge, and they're just passing the ball to Davis and hoping he can carry them. Ollie going in there for a strong move, strong floater. Obviously missed the floater, but he will get the 2 shots.
Christian will dribble, bend, flex, and miss the first free throw. You mentioned earlier in the first half, free throws are so important here for the Bremerton Knights is to get the freebie points with the clock stopped.
Hit your free throws and cut the turnovers down.
Next free throw, in and out, no good. Chilomilski will pull down the rebound for the Kitsap, hand off to Jordan Williams, and he trots out of backcourt to Chilomilski near side. Back on top to Williams, feeds it to Davies on our far angle. Free throw line to Orness, and the ball jabbed away from behind, but right to Williams. Goes into the lane, goes up, and has a shot blocked by Sellers. Chilomilski retrieves it, goes up, is fouled on the play. He goes to the free throw line for North Kitsap for Bremerton Knights. They can't buy a break. Good defense, and ended up swatting it right back to Chilomilski, who goes up and is fouled on the play.
That's my question. Where's the antenna thingy? He went up and that was a volleyball block with 2 hands. You'll have to explain to him what the antenna thingy is.
The antenna thingy on the end where it separates the pole that holds up the net, and at top of the net, at the very end of the net. So if it goes in between it, it's out.
When we were broadcasting down at Evergreen State College down there,
didn't know that back then.
I had one of my great moments and called it the antenna thingy.
38-19. Bomer in the front court, lose control of it. Ball jabbed away to Christian. However, down to the quarter, drives in a free throw line, tripped up by Chilomilski, and a foul called on Chilomilski. Pushing foul. That's his first personal, second team foul on North Kitsap here in the third quarter. Bomer will inbounds. Gets it to Jada Davis. Elevates from 15 and hits. Jada Davis. They may need him to take a bunch of the shots. 38-21, back to a 17-point lead. Biggest lead has been 19 for North Kitsap. Davies for 3. Got it. Swish for Harry Davies. 41-21, biggest lead now at 20. And coming back the other way, ball jabbed out of play by North Kitsap Vikings, and a foul called on Jordan Williams. That should be his first. Third team foul, however, on North Kitsap, sitting Trenton Bomer to the free throw line. Here's what we were talking about earlier. Clock stop, makes free throws.
One thing I have noticed, Kevin, is when Bremerton attacks North Kitsap's defense quickly, as Bomer did right then, North Kitsap isn't ready. I don't know if they're getting complacent just because they've got a nice, strong lead. But I think that's their weakness, is you've got to attack North Kitsap early on the floor quickly.
Bomer misses the back end to 2. 41-22. Peter Ness in the front court. Now to Jordan Williams, cut off there by the defensive Christian. Feeds it to the near side to Carter on the baseline. Back out to Williams, fakes right, goes left, bumps into to Ollie Christian, flips it up underneath. Little flip shot underneath, and scores by Jordan Williams. 21-point lead. Here's the up and under by Jaden Davis, who scores. Scoring picking up here in the
That'll give him 15 for the night so
second
far.
half. Orness near side to Williams. Cut up there by the defensive Bomer. Feeds it to the baseline to Davies. Elevates for 3 and got it over. Deion Sellers. Harry Davies heating up here in the second half. His second triple here in the second half is 46-24. 22-point lead, their biggest lead of the night with 4:29 to go here in the third quarter of play. Pass underneath, jabbed out of play by Orness of North Kitsap.
I have to wonder with Williams is, like I said, is Everett Williams, Bremerton alumni's son. So I'm wondering if Everett's in the gym tonight. I would think so.
Bomer gets it into Deion Sellers at the top of the circle. Gets it Jada Davis, fakes right, goes left. Elevates from 17, knocks to the floor. Fouled by Trey Carter. Jada Davis will go to the free throw line. He's helped up by Junior McCorder after he got bumped down to the hardwood, and Jada Davis will go to the free throw line. Knights need to find a way to get on a little scoring run and dip into this lead, and North Kitsap has set forth at 46-24, 22-point bulge.
Yeah, but Davis isn't going to be able to score 22 points to bring it back.
First free throw by
Got to have some supporting cast.
Jaden
Nice
Davis, no
crowd
good.
tonight, Kevin. I think we've got about 1,500 in here tonight.
Still not as many as the East-West game.
No, we packed that place.
Next free throw is good by Jaden Davis.
Aren't you glad you were broadcasting that night?
That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
Dude, that was a decade ago.
Driving in with the left hand is Shilimisky into the lane and elevates and scores 48 to 25. 23-point lead. They keep growing that lead. Outlet pass up to the Knights. Turn the ball over. Back to McWhorter. Pulls up. Off the mark, no good. Sellers will pop it up high in the air, but into the hands of Harry Davies. He comes out of backcourt. Hesitates to move. Steps back against Bowman for three and hits. Harry Davies heating up, the 6'4" senior. 3 triples by Davies here in the second half. It's a 51 to 25 lead.
Davis with an errant pass that kind of going to the post to Christian. Throws it away.
And with the turnovers, Knights see the Vikings start to separate themselves with this 26-point lead. The total that the North Kitsap Vikings beat the Knights on. In North Kitsap, there's a feed to the baseline to Cade Orness, who goes up, slipping into a slam jam. Cade Orness.
Yeah, North Kitsap beat Bremerton 70-44 in Paulsbo.
First points of the second half by Orness. Nice turning the basketball over. And there's Harry Davies elevating and slipping into a slam jam with a one-hand dunk. And this thing is turning into a blowout here in the second half as the North Kitsap Vikings lead the Bremerton Knights 55 to 25. Down needed by 30. Here in the third quarter, they've outscored the Bremerton Knights 21 to 6 here in the third. We'll be back after these words. You're listening to Bremerton Knights basketball. Your Bremerton Basketball Broadcast Network. Now this by Los Cazadores Mexican Restaurant in Bremerton.
So you're craving Mexican food tonight. Tell us you're not thinking of fast food, sitting in line for 20 minutes, drive-through, getting mystery meat wrapped in a tortilla. Instead, call Los Cazadores Mexican Restaurant in Bremerton. Los Cazadores are the best authentic Mexican food around. Call your order in at 479-3230 and it'll be ready for you when you arrive at Los Cazadores at 2805 Wheaton Way in Bremerton. No mystery here. Authentic Mexican food only at Los Cazadores.
You know, a carnitas, they're all a carte burritos. A carnitas burrito with sour cream and guacamole. You know, sounds so good right now. I did bring some food home from Applebee's today. Some chicken broccoli Alfredo. Got some leftover pizza from last night. I'll be eating good tonight. McWhorter will push off. Preston Keene comes in the front court as he speeds in there. Lose control of it. Kicked out to Bomer. 2:51 to go here in the third quarter of play. Biggest lead sits at 30 for North Kitsap. Frank Allen is returned. Bomer drives baseline, uses the window, can't get it to fall. Coach shooting by the Bremerton Knights. Long out pass to Davis. The Cordes feed it to Keene, stolen away by the Knights. Baseball pass down to Bomer. Try to get it to Allen coming into the lane. Off his hands and out of bounds. Going up is Cade Orness. He is fouled on his play as he goes to the rack. He will pick himself up. The crowd wants a flagrant foul.
No, and Sellers
just
didn't.
A hard foul, though.
No, and Sellers didn't have to foul him that hard. And Davies coming up and chest bumping Sellers after that. There could have been a couple technicals issued right there.
Scott Orness lobbing for one as the 6'5" senior Cade Orness is about ready to put together a highlight film dunk here at Les Eathorne Gym. Sellers ruins that.
Yeah, you could have called intentional on that, but you could also call a technical on Davies for chest bumping Sellers after that.
I missed that part, but you could have.
They didn't.
And they didn't. They'll let him play.
I think somebody's coming out. Number 3. Who's number 3 for North Kitsap?
Tristan Mass will come in for North Kitsap.
Yeah, he's going to come in for Davies. Coach Orness making a statement to Davies.
See if he talks to him. If he follows him down. No, he's not.
Well, Davies is kind of walking away from him.
It only works for a while.
Yeah,
Free throw is good. Who made that?
That was Ornez.
Ornez, yeah, that's right. Makes it 66-25.
Davies is supposed to be sitting down. He's not supposed to be walking on the end down there.
I think he's
Well, he's pretending like he's stretching, but
probably trying to get a good look at whoever he bumped into, Sellers. All right, 56-25, 2:23 to go. That will play out somewhere along the line here in this game as Enoch Tater will bring the ball out of the backcourt, hand out to Jaden Davis. He drives in, floats one up from 8 feet and hits.
and he gets a foul.
Jaden Davis scores for the Bremerton Knights. They need a lot of that. 56-27.
It makes 19 for him so far.
And he'll go to the free throw line to try to convert the three-point play is Jalen Davis.
Excuse me, I got some of my Belfair math going on. That's only 18. Well, we could call it Bulldog math since both of us are Bulldogs.
Aaron Matthews or Jalen Davis at the line, waiting as they're trying to use their tennis shoes to squeak off the perspiration on the floor. The quarter will go out. Matthews will come in for Bremerton. I'll probably throw a towel onto the floor, throwing in the white towel, so to speak, onto the hardwood is Bremerton Knights. Trying to get 56-27. You know who died today? Speaking of throwing in the white towel.
Paulo Creed.
Yeah. Free throw is good by Davis.
What was it, like 70?
He's only 70-something, yeah.
Yeah, so that means you and I only got 10 years.
Yeah, I'll see about that the other day. Now we got a foul on the opposite end. The Knights going to clamp. Referee's going to clamp down here a little bit on the.
Yeah, they should have called. Is it fortunate they're clamping down now instead of clamping down when they should have?
Pick ball in the inbounds. Dallin Anderson will come off the bench for the Bremerton Knights. He's going to
Anderson for Sellers.
Deion Sellers to get some of these suspects off the floor. Finally get it in to Jordan Williams. Williams gets it back near angle. Taylor on him. Feed it inside. Shilemewski gives it back to Williams for three. Got it. Jordan Williams will elevate and hit the shot. 59-28. Here's Matthews driving in too strong. Ball's balling around. He's got it. Jordan Williams gets it. Long pass down to Shilemewski. Goes up, has a shot blocked by Dallin Anderson, but he bumps him with the body and out of bounds. Foul on Dallin Anderson. And hitting his head on the inline was Mason Shilemewski, the 6-foot senior. See one of the volunteer coaches, Syed Sophie, bumped into his daughter playing with Bellevue College, former Central Kitsap. I can't think of her first name top of my head, but she's now playing with Bellevue College. And
I don't see anything on top of your head.
Seemed like a year ago, free throw up and good by Shilemewski. We were doing the Bremerton game at Central Kitsap, and afterwards, this young, cute little girl comes up and looks at me with the pleading eyes for me to broadcast their next game.
I remember that.
And I did, and then ended up going doing. They needed that game to make the playoffs. The free throw is good, and subsequently broadcasted their playoff game a week or so later, 61-28. Then seeing her play with the Bellevue College Bulldogs, a lot of fun. All right, the pass to Jaden Davis. Orness will bump into him, and sportsmanship prevails, so they helps him up. Both wearing number 10, Kate Orness and Jaden Davis.
That was nice of him.
Of course, Orness will be moving on to bigger things. He won't be playing NWAC ball, that's for sure. Won't be playing NAI ball, that's for sure. They're laying up and good by Matthews. First 2 points for Aaron Matthews.
You say that with confidence like you've got some inside track.
I know it. 61-30. Not sure exactly who, but you won't be playing for some Putz College. I know that. Davies either. 61-30. One of the better talents we've seen around here for Bremerton, the late great. There's a pass by Andre Coleman. There's a putback by Anderson off the mark. Long pass down to Cade Arness. Springs up to the rack and he slips in with a two-hand slam jam. Cade Arness. And this one's turning into, shall we say, a major blowout here at Leslie Thornton Gym. A 33-point lead by North Kitsap. Davis highs it, tries in for 15. Hoists one up and good by Jalen Davis.
Got to give him 21.
63-32 your score. Chmielewski working against the defense of Davis. Well, Tater almost comes up with a foul. No foul called. Orness. Long. The mass off the window, and well, when things are going your way, it's going your way. Tristan Mass, the 5'9" senior, hits it for North Kitsap at the buzzer. And we are through 3 here at Leslie Thornton Gym. And Kenwell's Court, your score. It's North Kitsap 66 and the Bremerton Knights 32. As we step aside, let's hear from our friends at BremertonJunk.com. Don't be a hoarder. Get rid of your stuff. Go to BremertonJunk.com. We are who we are. We get stuff. Then don't use it anymore. Then wonder what to do with it as it's all piled up in the garage or an eyesore. Pack it up and bring it to the dump? Yeah, right. One problem is you don't have the means to do so. No problem. Call Bremerton Junk Removal. They'll do it for you. Scrap metal? No problem. Refuse or yard debris? No problem. Need spring cleaning done or your garage cleaned out? No problem. Don't be a hoarder of useless stuff. Got junk? Call Bremerton Junk Removal 360-233-6799 or visit their website, BremertonJunk.com.
Well, K-Mac, on a positive note, we come back in here for the start of the third quarter. Bremerton has consistently, offensively, been playing better. 4 points in the first quarter, 12 points in the second quarter, and 16 points in the third quarter.
However, not enough.
And into the fourth quarter here, 32-16.
Not that far yet.
They'll need a lot of something to happen.
Yeah. Well, at that rate, we need a lot more quarters.
Well, Knights will inbound, start things off here in the fourth quarter. Hands off to Matthews, working off the pick. Back to Jaden Davis, works at the Christian, just to the right of the free throw line. Backing up on Chmielewski, hands off to Matthews, fires out on top
That's
of
just a lazy
Christian.
pass.
Pass by Christian to Jaden Davis, intercepted by Cade Arness. Far to the far side to Carter, tries baseline left. Back out on top to Cade Arness, who fires up a three, leaves it short. Ball volleyed around, who's got it? It's Matthews. Comes out the fray with it. Feeds it near side to Enoch Taylor. Drives in, 10 feet, back iron no good. Swooping in is Carter to get the rebound for North Kitsap. He'll pull up as he comes across half court, hands off to Cade Arness. Hangs in the air, flips out to the far side of the floor to Nico Maero, who's in the game. Chmielewski retrieves a loose ball, that's knocked away by Bremerton. Hands off to Carter. Working against the defense of Christian, and Christian goes into his football mode and pokes the ball out. Far side to Maero. Near side to Mass. He hit another one into the third quarter. That one's an air ball for a shot clock violation. Sees Isaiah Kadengo coming in for the Bremerton Knights.
For Davis.
For Jaden Davis to give a breather. But yeah, I will tell you this. This may not be the Bremerton Knights year to contend with North Kitsap. Maybe not next year. But boy, when these guys are juniors and seniors.
I got a feeling they will next year, Kevin.
But I'm just saying.
Yep, I'm with you, sorry. I know you're on a roll.
They're going to keep improving. The bottom line is this team's going to keep improving every year. Oliver Christian for three off the mark. Chmielewski will pull down the rebound. But every year with this team, they'll be making the postseason tournament. There's a give and go to Crater, and Nestle elevates and is fouled.
They're going to get him.
Nope. He missed his shot and then.
They're going to get him for hanging on the basket.
Yep. Jordan Williams will pop in, or Ness will go out, and that may be the last we see of him tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any more Davis either.
As Matthews will bring the ball out of backcourt. This game's comfortably in hand for North Kitsap. Kadengo, Buddy hops in, turns and fades, leaves it short. Chris will battle for the rebound, trying to bang it off with body. Try to get it off the leg of Marrero, but he steps on the inline doing so. North Kitsap basketball in. Phil Milski will step out. It's the who's who on the floor now for North Kitsap.
Got to learn a whole bunch of new names now.
We got Keene on the floor. We got Carter on the floor. We got Williams on the floor. We got Marrero on the floor and Mass. Williams will step back for three. Air ball. Kadengo with the rebound. Hands off to Enoch Taylor, who weaves his way out of backcourt. Almost thrown away by Mass. Then gets in the hands of Keene, who rips the ball out of there to Williams, feeds it to Mass, streaking into the lane and throws it out of bounds.
Starting to look like a JV game.
Look at Keene, he's a junior. Mass, a senior, gives some playing time. Trey Carter, he's a senior.
Yeah, other than Williams, I'm not sure who North Kitsap's and the big 6'7" guy.
Anderson will flip it up, air ball. Rebound pulled down by Ollie Christian. Goes up, uses the window, can't get that window to fall through. Been that kind of story for the Bremerton Knights all night long. The basket's had a lid on it. No matter what they toss up from far range, short range, mid range, they just can't get the thing to fall down. And you have nights like that.
That's nerves. That's nerves.
Matthews.
You got to realize, you got to think about all the big 4A schools that North Kitsap has challenged, so they're not nervous tonight.
Taylor drives in, left hand, leaves it short.
Strong move, just.
Mass with the rebound. Get it up to Keene.
Here comes Davis.
Here is Marrero from the baseline off the mark. Anderson streaks out of backcourt. Goes up, has a shot blocked by Carter. Gets out to Matthews for three. Back iron no good. And Williams will pull down the rebound and being chased out of there by Dallin Anderson out of backcourt in the front court for North Kitsap. Down to the Keene, far side. Guarded by Gandango. Going to have Dylan McKay come in. 68-32. Dana Davis will get set to come in, and as well as Dylan McKay, the 5'8 freshman, will come in. Matthews will step out. Christian will step out, and I know the Knights are disappointed. I would have seen what Robert Ungren would have been done tonight on the floor. Guess we won't find that out. Jaden Davis for three from near baseline, off the mark. There's Marrero with the rebound.
The question now becomes, K-Mac, how fast does Bremerton recover? They've got Kingston at Kingston on Tuesday, and then they go up for what could be what's a seeding game at Port Angeles on Thursday for second or third seed. The winner of that game gets the number 2 seed, the loser, number 3.
We have the scores at the end for North Kitsap, and Jaden Davis responds on the opposite end for the Bremerton Knights.
That'll be 23 for him.
70-34. There's Trey Carter underneath the scores. Trey Carter.
Shot by Trey Carter.
He's only a junior, is he not, Carter?
He's a senior.
Oh, okay.
72-34. Shot off the mark by Bremerton. Back to Carter. He'll go and split the fingers. Go from right hand to the left hand. Uses the window and hits. Trey Carter for the 6'5 senior. Back-to-back buckets for Carter. It's 74-34. Ouch. If you would have told me before the games, here's Ungren coming in. A little too late for what I would like to see. But, you know, I didn't expect the Knights to get blown out by 40.
I knew it was going to be, for Bremerton to win tonight, it was going to be tough.
Yeah, I can see it. The 26-point loss to North Kitsap, I can see that, but not 40. But then I think, as you alluded to earlier, nerves for the Bremerton Knights tonight played a big part of this. Knowing it was a big game, knowing they had the big showing at home, knowing it would have been a big game if they can knock the Vikings off here at home, and in the end result they didn't barely give them a game. Unfortunately for Bremerton faithful.
No, North Kitsap jumped on them quickly, and Bremerton just couldn't get anybody to score but Davis. Who'd Ungren come in for?
I didn't really pay attention to that.
Who's on the floor?
74-34. Yeah, I get.
I don't see Enoch Taylor out there, so. You get one of two, two of two?
1 or 2. It's 35-35.
As you can see, fans, we're paying attention.
Here's a steal by Dana Davis. Racing in, going to upload it.
Oh, he thought about it.
Roll it in.
Jalen Davis for 2.
He thought about flushing it, but just didn't get a good grip on it.
I got to give hats off to Amber Plummer doing a nice job in the public address. Letting him interact with the right-hand runner and leaving it short as Toves has come in. Leo Toves, a 6'1 sophomore, part of the future for Scott Orness. He stays with North Kitsap as their head coach. Tossing that out there because Cade Orness will be no longer with the team next year.
Yeah, I'm wondering what North Kitsap's going to have. Williams seems to be the only standout junior that they have.
Near side to McWhorter, drives baseline left, losing control of the basketball, stolen away by Carter. I think Jordan Williams, our player of the game, he had a good game, and he helped spark that big run by North Kitsap early. He had 8 points in the first half early, 5 unofficially here in the second half. Carter for 3. Back iron no good. Ungren with a rebound. Nice job by Ungren. Outlet pass thrown away, however, by Carter. Drives baseline right behind the back pass to Keene. It's thrown away by Ungren. The big man, Robert Ungren, all 6'4 of them, brings the ball out of backcourt, hands off to McWhorter. Cadengo drives in, spins into the lane, hangs with the right hand, and is fouled on the play. Clock continues to roll. 74-37.
Foul on Nico Marrero. Isaiah Cadengo.
With 1:22 to go.
3 for 2.
Getting your post-game interview set up with George.
All right. As usual, George all over it.
Yeah, I told him number 99 for North Kitsap.
1:22 to go. Cadengo at the line.
Aren't you glad I help out?
Free throw is good. 1 or 2 for
1 of the 2 were good.
Cadengo. 1:15 to go here in this one. The year was let out of the balloon a long time ago here at Les Heathorn Gym. 3 for Mass. Off the mark to battle for it. Carter wins the rebound. Goes up, rim check. Here's a nice move by Keene. Can't get that one to fall down. Speaking of falling down, Dallin Anderson goes down hard.
Yeah, he got a block there, but he got an elbow unintentionally in the nose.
And he'll check his face for the red stuff.
Or maybe it's an eye. He went down quick too, so it was.
Maya Davis checking on Dallin Anderson, the 6'2 junior.
North Kitsap faithful are starting to file out of the gym.
One good thing, no fights in the stands like we had a couple years ago. Remember up in the stands, way up in the top
Yeah, but
left?
that wasn't. Who was that?
There's some kids going at it.
No, what was the opponent? It wasn't North Kitsap.
No, it wasn't North Kitsap. I can't remember who it was. Who was against?
Oh, it was Ole.
That would.
Yeah, it was Ole. I knew it was blue, and so I kept thinking North Mason, but I was like, nah, no, it wasn't North Mason.
Under a minute to go now. Here's Junior McWhorter, digs on the baseline to McKay. McKay pirouettes in, goes up with the ball knocked out of there by Tristan Mass. No foul called. And coming out of there with it is Leo Toves for the Kitsap. 38 seconds to go. 22 on the shot clock. They'll at least take one more shot. Firing the baseline to Carter. And it goes off the hands of Carter down of bounds.
You think the scoreboard operator's ready to go home? He's got his coat on. He's got his backpack on. Game isn't even over with yet.
assistant football coach with
No, that's
Coach. I know.
Is that the football coach?
Coach T right next to him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's an assistant football coach.
So we got a final score here, 74-38. I had to get that in. I want to get in before you did.
And there's the buzzer, and your final score, as Jim just mentioned, and a long buzzer at that. North Kitsap 74, the Bremerton Knights 38 is your final.
Please be sure to exit
Up from
and into the commons area.
George Edgar, you're off to go get the player of the game.
And you were going to sign off first so Chris can turn the camera off?
Yep. So
Have a great weekend.
from here, we will step out and come back, which you can catch on ispnsports.com, on our YouTube page, and at ispnsports.com, and at ISPN Sports Facebook page later on. Final score again, 74-38. We'll be back with our interview when we come back. Final score 74-38. You've been listening to Bremerton Knights Basketball and your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network. The proceeding has been a special sports presentation of WIAA High School Basketball on Megatalk Radio and ISBNsports.com. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or dissemination of this copyrighted broadcast without prior written consent from KITZ AM 1400 and ISBNsports.com is strictly prohibited.